I'm Andrea Haffner. I am from Ojai, California. I've been making this work for about, well, in different forms for 10 to 15 years, depending on when you start. But I've always been a collector of small things and natural things. I always loved the natural world, and I've always been a collector of tiny objects. And some are really small, and I have these small cases that I cast them into, and some are larger frames that I'm able to work on a slightly larger scale. I collect things kind of wherever I am, sometimes on the side of the road, sometimes when I'm hiking. People send me things now. You can see kind of the sculptural aspects of, well, I mean, nature is the inspiration for so much art that people make, and so some things I let them just be what they are. Some things I'm taking apart and combining into new forms. I was on the East Coast, and now I'm on the West Coast, and so I've had this whole new world of materials that I'm working with. So things like seaweed, little seaweed pods, and driftwood that has been in the ocean for years, and I love kind of thinking about the history that has been in these little objects. This is a way of kind of creating a modern amber of sorts, a way of preserving things indefinitely. I use pigments and then am able to kind of combine things into my own vision of these forms, what they inspire out of me. This work started living in Washington, D.C., and the natural world has always been hugely important to me. I grew up in New Mexico, so a lot of it was making these little containers, but they're clean lined, they're metal, and they have a mix of kind of the city and the natural world in them. And now in California, I have this access to, it's really, I mean, right out my studio is, this so much beauty, and I'm hiking within 5 minutes. And so it's been an interesting thing where I'm so glad in a way that I had that urban start to inspire I mean, it's always been precious, but these containers, they were born out of this preciousness of keeping the natural world with you wherever you are. And now I'm actually in a place where I have that, which is really lovely. There are certain kind of almost human gestures that are contained in the natural forms that I see, so that, to kind of capture that grace that you see, or the fragility, or the aspects of togetherness or separateness or things like that. It's all kind of in what I recognize in the natural world.